we're live. Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, possibly even. How are you? Happy Sunday. 'Tis blood and beans.
Guys, I'm alive.
The child is here.
The return of the child.
The return of the child.
I can see.
They live.
Who can see? Pockets is also here in the background, and apparently our animals are wanting to talk as well. Good afternoon, Sir Wrath. Yeah, going up to Black Horse Farms today.
Heck yeah.
Down to Black Horse Farms. It is south.
Getting some stuff.
I'm gonna crawl south.
Bacon jam.
Bacon is my jam.
I'm getting my husband some bacon jam, everybody.
They know now. They know about the bacon jam.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this bacon jam.
Eat it.
You just put it on bread.
Put it on bacon.
You put it on
Put it on
bacon.
bacon.
I love this idea.
Bacon. Why did I do
It's
that?
the
That was
closest
dumb
thing
of
to
me.
squeezable bacon you can get, Dad.
So let's put squeezable bacon on bacon.
Put the bacon jam in like a mustard bottle or something, and then you can squeeze the bacon.
I don't know if that would mess with the preservatives or not.
Well, you don't have to have the mustard in the bottle.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Either way, I still like this putting bacon jam on bacon. Apparently it's going pretty good because I'm getting a spreadable bacon today.
Squeezable bacon.
Squeezable,
Put it in
spreadable
like a
bacon.
mayonnaise jar, not jar, like the squeezing.
Ew. I won't even put it in a washed out mayonnaise jar. That's terrible.
So we're sticking on the mustard then, okay.
Anything would be the mustard. Might make a good condiment on a BLT. A little extra bacony goodness.
Yeah. Well, that's depending on how sweet or savory it is.
Now, sweet
I'm
or
worried
savory?
About your liver. I should be worried about the cholesterol and fatty deposits.
Well, you know, every time I go to the doctor and they look at me, they go, well, your fit is a fiddle. And I don't understand it either, but I go with it.
They used to do that to my grandfather, too, until, they went and touched his carotid artery and he said, ow. And that's not supposed to happen.
They've run my cholesterol before. They've run it, and my cholesterol's been fine. I was all worried about my cholesterol intake, too, because it runs in my family. But apparently I can eat as much pizza as I want and not have to worry about it. Which is good, because pizza is my friend.
Squeezable bacon on pizza. Squeezable pizza.
Squeezable pizza on bacon. This is what the astronauts need. Squeezable pizza and squeezable
You
bacon.
need everything squeezed. Dehydrated? No. Squeezed.
Squeezed. I could deal with pizza in the tube.
That could be the slogan. Gotta go with squeeze.
That would be the slogan for traveling in outer space.
No! With like,
Oh, for the squeeze.
yeah, for the squeeze.
Alright.
No, Dad, for rocket ships. Gotta go with the squeeze.
Join NASA. Gotta go with the squeeze.
I'm loving it.
No, that's McDonald's slogan. It's already taken. We just got sued.
I'm upset. This isn't fair.
You can't be loving it. You have to be squeezing it. NASA.
I'm
We love
squeezing it.
be squeezing it. But alright, yeah, I guess we're getting some squeezable bacon. And what's nice, spreadable bacon. And what's nice about this place is they have free samples. So like you can like walk around
It's
and
like
try
Costco
little
or Tesco, depending on where you
little
live.
little cups of like tomato pie and fresh blueberry pie. Pockets found this cup of blueberry blast last time we were there, and it was good. It was a blast of blueberry in your face.
Get bloomed.
She got the corn chowder, which smelled amazing, but she didn't really like it. And I can kind of understand why, because she gave it to me for work. It was good. It was a bacon corn chowder, but it was like tangy. Like there was too much lemon or something added to it.
That's what it is.
It was like a pickled corn bacon chowder.
Pickled corn.
Pickled bacon corn.
Pickled bacon corn. Spread the bacon on the corn on the cob, then shove it in a jar with vinegar.
Their pies are amazing. Like their fruit of the forest pie I love it. It's really good. They're expensive though. It's like $25 a pie. It's an expensive pie. It's good though.
They also have these really good macaroons, and they're heavenly.
Yes. The child has discovered the farm stand fresh macaroons, and she is all into macaroons.
They taste so good.
They taste like anime.
No,
Mom said you like them because you were into anime, and you're all into macaroons.
that's not why I like them. I like them because they taste like happiness. Hi, Mary. I can read your name from here now.
You can't. It's
I
Manny.
can read your name from
Never
here.
mind. Hi, Manny. Same thing. Your name's Mary now. Congratulations.
Hey, Manny, how's it going?
I try here. Okay.
I try. She just got her glasses, and
I
she's
did.
not sitting on top of the computer, so. But she wouldn't have been able to make it out at all if she didn't have her glasses. Yep, we've heard of Constantine. Pockets makes me watch the movie Constantine constantly.
Sorry.
It was alright like the first, 2 times I've seen it, but it's not like my favorite movie. We seem to watch it an awful lot. We need more Jason.
We don't watch Jason like at all.
I do in the
Friday
game
the
room.
13th,
I watch it in the game room.
last Friday the 13th, we watched one Jason movie, and that was it, and it was depressing.
I put on a Jason movie this past weekend, and you stood up and walked out of the game room.
No, I watched half of it. Then I got bored, so then I left to get popcorn and forgot that I was watching the movie with you.
But I still, now that the game room is a thing, now I watch Jason in there, like while I play games and stuff. So, yeah, Jason's a big thing in the game room. Pockets picks on me because I watch Jason all the time, or I used to. So now we don't watch Jason all the time. Now it's basically just around October and that's it. But that has changed since the game room has been a thing. I have not seen the show Once Upon a Time. I will have to check it out. Or at least, look into it. Pockets has on Supernatural, so if I am distracted here and there, I do apologize ahead of time. Did some writing this weekend. Finished up some more Confronting Evil goodness. So Confronting Evil is most certainly returning because episodes 1 and 2 of season 2 are written. And you can expect Confronting Evil to return October 1st. Boom, boom, kazoom. Confronting Evil returns.
Blam Kazam.
I am familiar with the SCP Foundation. Doughboy Icarus stories are very similar to SCP. But
Hi,
yeah,
Emily.
I know the SCP Foundation. I've written a few stories based on a couple of SCPs. Like Button Eyes.
Manny, renamed into Mary, is just feeding us the topics today.
Hello, Emily.
Thank you for the topic juice.
Good afternoon. Top of the afternoon to you.
I don't think
It is now.
okay.
Don't contradict me, child.
Oh.
I hope everybody did enjoy the new Locust Lake story last night. Obviously, the curse on Locust Lake is broken. All the supernatural evils and stuff are gone. But it was kind of nice to return there anyway in present day. And I really liked the way that story turned out. Everybody that did their voice acting did a phenomenal job. My child did a great job, cussing like a sailor. You did good.
Yeah,
Of course, I gave my 12-year-old daughter all the lines with all the swear words.
as you should.
As I should.
Parenting 101, kids.
Parenting 101. I do not believe I have, Manny. I'm not like all read up on like all the SCPs. I know of it. I know all about it, but like I'm not like educated on every one of the SCPs or anything. Robbie Cougar will return allegedly. I don't know. I don't know. Doughboy did say he already has a sequel written, and he does. In fact, I believe, no, I don't think he sent it to me yet, but I know it's long, like the first one. But it cannot release until after October. And during October, you will find out why. So. And then you'll be like, oh.
Coolness.
Exactly. Coolness.
Hell there.
Well, yeah, felt good to return to Locust Lake, present day, after the curse has been broken. This coming weekend, next Saturday, we are going back to the past. We are going to be listening to the next chapter in the Chronicles of Rabob story. Part 3.
Chronicles of
Give and
Rabob.
Take. Which means it's the penultimate, because it was a 4-part miniseries. So, there's one more to go after this.
And by the end of the series, Dad's voice is just going to be forever Rabob.
Well, I thought it would be a good thing to tide us all over until Confronting Evil returned, because Chronicles of Rabob started, like, literally right after Confronting Evil ended in June. And I figured, you know, this 4-part miniseries would be good to carry us through until it returns in October. And since Part 3 is going to be coming out next week, which means Part 4 will come out next month, and then Confronting Evil the month after. So
That is numbers.
it is numbers and planning. Good planning.
Hello, Isb. That's your name now.
Hello, Frank. How
Hello,
are you?
Frank.
Good afternoon.
It is.
Oh, ISB. Hey, ISB. Good
Yeah,
afternoon.
that's what Isb was.
Well, if you didn't say that, I would have missed it. So, good afternoon.
Bees.
I don't know. I want to drink, but I don't want another energy drink. I think 230 milligrams of caffeine might be a little bit much.
More Mountain Dew?
No warm, flat, bottom of the bottle,
Oh,
code
Mountain
red.
Dew is always flat.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's literally made to taste like it's flat. I don't think
Might have to go get a tea out of the refrigerator in the game room. Might happen. Michael Bear, good morning. How are you? Good afternoon,
that.
Evening. Whatever it may be. No, I'm not going to grab the tequila out of the back room, Frank. It's still a little early for me because there's things I have to do after Blood and Beans. The electric in the back of our house is out for some reason. Either it's something on the utilities end, and I'm pretty sure it's not, or same thing as last time. I think we have a burnt out socket, which basically shorts out the entire circuit, and I'm pretty sure I know which socket it is. So after this, I'm going to have my neighbor come over, see if we can get it tested, test the socket, and changed out if need be. So, and hopefully that will fix the problem.
It's 5 p.m. in British Standard Time.
Pavlov Shack is pretty cool.
You needed to know that.
It was nice to be able to finally check that out on the Quest. It's a free download. It's a good game. It's a good game. Really like Population 1 though. That game is so much fun. Right back. I'm gonna get it.
What's up, mother shuckers? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I don't know.
Good day.
And good day.
I'm so hungry.
How it be, chat? How it be going? Alcohol, am I right? Don't know why I said that. can't finish my hello to you. I have to move.
Sorry, I had to give myself something to drink. I honestly do not have a favorite Shrek movie. Never seen any of them.
First one.
You've seen a lot of them.
Nope.
I
There's
like the first
3
one.
now. There's so many Shreks. It's
I
weird.
haven't seen any of them. Never really
I saw the
been
second
all that
one, and
interested.
I'm like, yep, I'm not watching anymore.
I brought up alcohol on your stream, and now you're gonna get demonetized.
Thanks. Much appreciated, child.
Yeah.
Can always depend on the little ones.
It's not against TOS, but we're gonna pretend like it is. I'm a child, and I said alcohol, so like.
I mean,
we're
well,
gonna
you're a
register
child,
because I
and
said
we're gonna
child.
get this will get demonetized anyway, just because you're a child.
No, because in a year, on January 12th, if we for some reason stream then, it won't get demonetized because then I'll be 13 and I'll love to use YouTube.
But how do they know that you're not 13 right now?
How do they know I'm not like 73 right now?
Exactly. My 73-year-old child, everybody.
Woo! Am I adopted or is my family insane?
Hello,
I don't
Devane. How
know.
are you? Happy Sunday. Mimosas are amazing. Love
Yeah.
mimosas.
I
Champagne and
will have a
orange.
That's why I brought up alcohol.
Champagne and orange
I
juice.
will have a
I think
Bloody
I just
Mary. Thank you
instinctively
very
was
much.
like, that's in my head now.
Bloody Mary,
I
stinking
know.
egg.
I love mimosas. Tequila and sunshines are great, but a little strong for a morning drink. And honestly, if I'm drinking
That's
tequila,
a good cocktail.
just give me tequila. I don't need the sunshine. Just
I would like the sunshine.
just give me the fucking tequila and let me go. Just hand me the bottle.
Wub, 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 wub. Guys, I think it's time to talk about stew. What is everybody's opinions on stew?
Rabbit stew is amazing.
Minecraft.
What?
I would need a bunny.
Why?
Who's a bunny?
You wouldn't try rabbit?
I mean, I would try it in like jerky form. But that's about-
Jerky form?
that's as far as
So
I'll
like
go.
if I cooked you like a rabbit leg, you wouldn't eat it?
No.
What if I told you it was chicken?
I'd
and
be able to
and-
tell. Have you seen a rabbit leg before?
Yeah, I have.
It looks
So if I take it, cut the little foot off at the end, and make it a drumstick, and use shake and bake and cover it and give it to you and tell you it's a chicken leg, because it'll look like a chicken leg. Would you be mad?
Yeah.
And then after the fact, I was like, by the way, that was rabbit.
Yeah, I'd be mad. Foolery.
What if it was really good though?
I'd still be mad. You just made me unwillingly eat an animal that I did not want to eat.
I like. snap
Rabbit's
turtle
really
buffalo.
good. Yup. Snapping turtle's good.
I hate snapping turtle. One of our cousins. I
You've
think, is
never
a bunny.
eaten stew? Any stew? Beef
Yeah,
stew?
oh,
Rabbit
that's
stew? Any
apparently,
stew?
Like really popular with the not knowing what stew tastes like community. I once gave my friend a can of stew because they've never tried it before, and I was like, "Eat this. See how terrible it tastes."
That's because you gave them a can of stew.
Homemade stews.
I've never
different.
had any other stew other than canned stew.
Not
You've
true.
tried venison stew. You've had
No.
venison. Maybe you don't
We've
remember.
We've had this conversation multiple
You don't remember.
times about how I have not had
You
venison
you
stew.
have. You were little. You don't remember. You were like 2. You don't remember. It's the last time I can remember you having stew, so that's probably true. I'll have Mom make a venison stew or a beef stew.
You
or
said
we can.
that like
if we
2
can-
summers ago.
I can do beef stew.
Beef stew is easy. Yeah, we'll just. I have no problem because A, it's crock pot, and that's easy.
Is
I need
chicken
to-
stew
I
a
need to be
thing?
crock pot.
Okay.
Can we make chicken
And
stew?
it's still a relatively easy thing to make.
Yeah, I know that. And I
Chicken
don't,
stew.
but see,
No
I don't
chicken
normally do
stew.
Chicken stew.
No, no, no.
Chicken stew.
Stew has to be made with like a
Chicken
red
stew.
meat.
Chicken stew.
But it's not a good representation of stew.
But I can make a beef stew, but I won't make it in the crock pot. I'll make it on the stove.
Whatever. That's
Because
fine with
that's how
that.
I was taught.
Okay, well then make it like that.
Rabbit stew's amazing. Rabbit period is amazing. I used to help my mom shake and bake rabbit. My father would bring home rabbits, and then my mom would and clean them, and then Mom would like get the baggies in the shake and bake and dump in the breadcrumbs. But like, here, help me shake and bake, and I'd
I don't
It's Shake and Bake Rabbit, and I helped. Shaking up little rabbit legs.
No!
What?
The bunnies.
The bunnies is tasty.
The bunnies are dead.
And tasty.
And dead.
And tasty.
You monster. You small. It's like eating a cat.
No. It's good, man. Rabbit's really good. Like I would recommend trying it. But it is very similar to chicken. So like
Was Fuzzums always here?
if you're looking for something that's like way different or whatever, something that's like unique, like rabbit probably wouldn't be it because it kind of just tastes like chicken. It really does. Venison though has a very distinct flavor to it.
I love venison.
And yeah,
I make venison
I'm
meatloaf,
big fan.
venison
Big fan of venison.
Sorry.
Bless you.
venison steak.
I'm dying.
Wouldn't mind trying alligator at some point. I've heard alligator's really tasty.
You've had it in jerky,
In jerky, but that's not the... I've heard like an alligator like steak is...
but like
It's a mixture between beef and fish, which just sounds weird.
I can't say what I was gonna say. I was gonna make a combination, but then I was like, oh, I can't say.
I'd like to try it. They're not as tasty when you eat them alive, Shy.
Hey,
You're not eating live
that's
fish.
what the government.
And listen,
wants
if it's
us
already
to
been hunted and it is deceased, it's better than just letting the whole thing go to waste, right? Might as well eat it.
The other thing.
Therefore, you should try rabbit. Once it's cooked and made, so you might as well just take a big old bite
And then I'll go
chew
cry.
it up. I'll go cry. Good morning and afternoon, leader. How are you?
Good moo. Good moo.
Manny asked if you would eat an anteater.
Yes.
You would try anteater.
I would eat the anteater. I would be the anteater.
But imagine that wouldn't taste very good.
I don't care. I want it gone.
Though apparently guinea pig tastes pretty good.
No! That's where we drop it. Rabbits, you're bending the line a
No.
little bit, you're like right there.
In New Guinea, listen, in New Guinea, guinea pigs are wild. They
That's
run.
why
they,
it's called New Guinea.
they
Obviously, the guinea pigs came from.
run wild in the woods, and they get big. They get like as big, like or bigger than like a Welsh corgi. Like guinea pigs in the wild get freaking huge, and
they get my
apparently they're very tasty because the people of New Guinea hunt these wild guinea pigs and they eat them. So apparently to them it's just like rabbit.
And
In fact, a guinea pig really is just a rabbit with short ears.
okay, we're not having this conversation because no, it's not. There are so many different like biological things.
They're both rodents.
You're a
I
rodent.
love my guinea pig. I miss my
Guinea pigs and rabbits are actually pretty similar. They really are.
Can live a long time.
So can rabbits.
Oh, I know. My cousin.
No hurt the rabbit friends. Rabbit tastes a lot like chicken. Everyone says it tastes like dark meat, but it kind of doesn't. It is dark meat. A rabbit's like all dark meat. But it doesn't taste like the dark meat of chicken. It tastes like a blend of white meat and dark meat of chicken. Kind of. It's good. It's not bad at all. Like, very tasty. And rabbits are great at multiplying. There's millions of them out in the wild, so like I understand, like, don't kill the rabbit friends, but when they're all running around wild, yeah, and if it's rabbit season, like, I don't know, I'm cool with it.
No, Manny, we have never been sorry.
No cannibalism. And yes, if it's dead already, might as well not let it go to waste. I mean, cannibalism leaves you susceptible to
How
prion
much
disease,
nutrition do
which
you
is
think-
like mad cow disease for people. So I don't think, like, I would just be like, yeah, I think I'll just eat this whole 200 pounds of human flesh. Like, I don't think that'd be a good
How
idea.
much, like, nutritional value
If-
do you think it would have?
What? People?
Yeah.
I have no
Like
idea.
an arm.
If, like an arm.
Like an arm.
If I was, like, traveling, like, in South America, and, was doing research on things, and not saying I would agree, like, hey, kill that guy and cook him, because I want to know what it tastes like. But if the tribe had already, like, done their hunting, done the dressing, and got it all barbecued, and they just had meat on the fire, and they were like, hey, do you want to try some Joe? I mean, I would try Joe, right? Like, just a taste, I would give it a shot, and it's not because, like, oh, I'm all interested in cannibalism. Like, I don't know, Mom always said try new things, and Joe's already dead, and they're cooking him and eating him. It's their way of life, so...
Poor Joe.
I don't know, I'd give Joe a shot. When in Rome.
When in Rome. The Joe.
I mean, Wrath, that's kind of it. Like, again, I wouldn't break any laws. If it was against the law, that would be a no. If it was had to kill someone, that would be a no. If I was my decision to go out and kill this person and cook them, then it would be no. But if it was like, completely legal, walking through a forest, and this guy was already killed by this tribe that I'm doing research on, and he's smoked and whatnot, and yeah, I'd give Joe a go.
Give Joe a go.
Sloppy Joe. I don't know if I would try Joe if he was sloppy.
I don't think I would eat an American.
No, I would, especially an American. Like, I'd rather eat like a free-range human, like someone that's been like living
a free range, a wild human.
Someone that's been
living in the ocean,
living in the woods.
Literally the only place that doesn't have it after it.
The woods. No, there's places, like I said, in South America, in the Amazon jungle.
Yeah, but they'd be South American.
Yes, but they wouldn't be, like, urbanized or civilized. There would be no technology, no smog, no preservatives in their food, and all this other stuff. They would be completely free range, living in the forest their entire lives. Yes. I would not eat an American, because I imagine Americans are full of toxins and stuff that's just bad for you.
You know them vaccines. I'm joking.
No, apparently humans do taste like pork, just stringier. And if they think about it, that makes sense. Humans and pigs actually share an awful lot of similarities. It's kind of like the reason why we're able to actually use pig hearts as heart transplants. They're completely interchangeable.
That guy got a pig disease 2 months later and died.
But it is, okay, and technology has advanced more, but they are, but he didn't reject the heart, is the point. The body didn't reject the heart.
He had a swine disease.
Yes, he got a disease and died.
Literally.
But the point is that our flesh and pig flesh is very, very similar. So humans are actually the other white meat. Yes, free-range humans.
Wild humans.
Is that out in Oklahoma?
A literal cup of Joe. No, I don't think I would drink Joe. No Joe slurries.
Joe smoothie.
Ew.
Joe smoothie.
No Joe smoothies. That just sounds terrible.
You want a Joe smoothie?
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I would try
Listen, I said I would try some barbecued Joe. Just regular barbecued to a nice medium well Joe.
I want Joe's blood. I feel like that could be a quote.
It's kind of like pork, so you kind of want it done.
I want to put that on my wall.
No,
Who cares about live, laugh,
not,
love? I want Joe's blood.
Yeah, no, that's,
on my wall.
that's not.
The new Facebook.
I could see 10 years from now the police coming here to do an investigation, and they're like, "Oh, let's take a look in her bedroom," and like they see all this stuff, the black paint from where your sisters put there, and on the other side they got, "I want Joe's blood." This is the obvious upbringing of a sociopath.
You are a Satanist.
Joe meatballs. God, what if I started? I'm kind of glad my name's not Joe.
You know what your name is, though, Brett? His name is Brett, everybody.
That's, yeah.
His name is Bip.
Sure.
Hello, Bip. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not going to respond to that.
That's not even a censor. That's
What
just
about
your real
Joe's mama? Listen. Again, I don't know if I would try it, like, you know, but I think I would. I'd give it a go.
My eyes, they hurt.
That, anyway, is my views on cannibalism.
That reminds
It's not
me-
like, oh, well, I already killed this person, so I might as well eat them. Like, no, that's not my view, or...
You just said that. That literally was just a summary of what you said.
I killed this person, and now I might as well eat them because the meat is... No, that's not what I would do.
Hey, it'd be a great way to dispose a body. Just saying, I speak from experience.
This is true. We've disposed of many chicken carcasses.
We've given it to the cats and made it into soup.
No, I would not eat Joe's mama.
Dad, never say that sentence again. I will. Oh my god.
I just said I would not.
I don't like that sentence.
Well, no. It's no. And we're talking about cannibalism here. Everybody else get your mind out of the gutters.
Bread. No, I'd eat bread.
It would destroy most of the evidence. You'd still have to get rid of the organs and the bones. There's still a lot.
Make a soup.
Can't make organs into a soup. A lot of organs are completely unusable.
Give the organs to
Give
the animals.
You can't. You make the animals sick. You gotta
Who
burn 'em.
cares? You just killed a human.
And then you actually have to figure out a way to get rid of the teeth. 'Cause
Same way you
even
get rid of
in
the bones.
cremation, the teeth still remain.
Well, we're not cremating it. We're
Same way you get rid of the
eating.
bones. Grind them. Make bone meal.
Make bone cocaine. I don't.
Not bone cocaine. What?
You can feed them to pigs. But then you
Don't
don't
ask.
want to get in the pen with pigs.
Yeah, I'm good.
And especially screaming.
This is why having a pig farm is so handy, Sommer says.
Yeah, but like I said, you still got the teeth left over.
We just explained. Make bone cocaine. That rhymes for a
Yes,
reason.
but you don't understand. When they
Like
do
Dr.
a cremation,
Seuss, but going through a
cremation,
midlife crisis.
They will go and grind up the bones that are left, but sometimes the teeth don't crack.
Okay. They make them into soup.
Make them into soup.
Tooth soup?
Would you like to try some fish chips? They're crab chips.
Are they shaped like crabs?
No, they're crab flavored.
They're good. It's like Old Bay seasoning on a fucking potato.
No.
It's Chesapeake Bay
I don't even like
crab seasoning.
I told you. Didn't I say?
That's the seasoning. What the hell?
She just stole the chip bag,
Just
everybody.
give me a minute.
I couldn't.
She stole the chip bag. The thievery. No, I don't want your stupid dum-dum crab chips. Get it away from me.
It doesn't taste like crab.
Social distancing.
It tastes like the crab seasoning in Maine. Here, try.
Ah!
What's wrong with you?
No! That's disgusting. Why would you make me eat that?
You should have seen that look, folks.
What's wrong? It's not crab flavored.
It's gross flavored.
Any of you.
It's not even crab. It's not even seed. It's just crap.
That was the baby pea face.
It is not crap.
It is.
You've never tried crab? Oh, you gotta get that changed. Crab's amazing.
Unless you're allergic to shellfish.
It doesn't stop. I'm gonna punch you and your crab chips, okay? We don't want them here. We don't want the crab chips.
I'm gonna punch you in the crab chips.
She said, and the crab.
Well, what I heard was funny.
Yeah, I said in the crab chips.
Oh, in the crab. Watch out. These kittens are mentally retarded.
Spicy cheese.
Spicy cheese.
That's a great chaser for the crab.
You haven't tried crab or lobster? Lobster's really good. I really like lobster. Lobster's amazing. Shrimp's really good. I'm also a really big fan of fresh fish. So, like, yeah, I rock on, man. But I really like shrimp too.
I like getting the shrimp when you can do shrimp skin. Everybody likes my shrimp skin.
Fish sticks are, I guess, kind of fish.
I hate fish sticks.
I don't like the ones where they grind up the fish into like a pate.
No, that's why
and
I
then
get
put
the
it.
Captain Gordon's.
Exactly. Those ones are like the actual fillet that are breaded.
Yeah,
And those are good.
fillets, and they're-
Those are good.
Yeah, I have those. And
I
those
like
are,
the fillets
Those are the
ones.
haddock.
Fish sticks are okay. Shrimp's amazing, and you should definitely try more fish if that's all you've had. Because
Stay away from bluefish.
haddock's amazing. If you like a real fishy fish, bluefish is really good. I like bluefish a
Red
lot.
fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
Yeah.
Bluefish is really good. I like
You're sick
bluefish.
of it and you're literally gagging it down.
She makes it sound so horrible.
I'm
Yeah,
cracker.
because I didn't like.
Like she's trying to choke down slices of buttermilk or something. Like,
You're the dumbass that drank the buttermilk.
Mom, can I have a cracker?
That was hilarious.
she had a cracker.
Can I have a cracker? Third time I asked. I know numbers, people. Thank you.
Squid is really good. And I can honestly say that octopus is really good too, because down at the seafood restaurant down from us, when you get calamari rings, they actually have them like in all sizes, and there's even like little octopi, like the little tiny ones that they'll fry up with the calamari rings, so you're also like eating tiny octopi as well.
Yep.
Like the whole thing. It's really good. Really good. But yeah, definitely try some calamari. Seafood's amazing.
Welcome to family snack time, everybody.
Family snack
We're
time.
waiting to go to Black Horse Farm, so we're not eating heavily. We're keeping our palates open.
We will eat all of the fish samples.
That's what we normally do.
Are the pretzel sticks and jam still there? Thank God. I always steal the pretzel sticks and don't eat the jam.
Shrimp does taste a bit like chicken, but it also doesn't. It tastes like
It depends on how you cook it.
shrimp.
It really does. Boil, if you get fresh shrimp, not already cooked shrimp, fresh shrimp, and boil it in Slap Your Mama
Okay.
seasoning, it actually comes out with a little bit of a Cajun flavor.
Oh, because of the slap your mama seasoning? Which is Cajun flavoring?
It comes out with a Cajun flavor, just a slight, but then
Because you boil
put
it
some
with it.
on there when they come out and toss them around a lot.
The chicken of the sea. I think that's... What was the chicken of the sea?
Tuna.
It's tuna, but tuna doesn't taste like chicken.
Don't converse with the sea
Trust
chickens.
me, I have the can.
In fact, I don't know if anybody's ever had a tuna steak, and if so, I don't know if anyone's ever had a tuna steak cooked correctly. You don't like them. I love them, and am impressed by tuna steaks. I'm really impressed by them. You take them, a tuna steak, turn your pan up on high heat, and you cook it on one side for 90 seconds. Flip it over, cook it on the other side for 60 seconds, and take it off. What it does is it sears it, obviously, on both sides and locks all the juice in. And you can eat, obviously, raw fish doesn't have to be completely cooked. It makes it taste just like a steak. It's tuna, but it tastes just like a beef steak. Tuna steaks are amazing.
Wow.
You've never had tuna? Like, you've never had a tuna fish sandwich? Like tuna from a can? Which does not taste like steak. But I was very thoroughly surprised with like tuna steaks. I was like, a fish steak? That's gonna taste strange.
I like tuna
Nah.
on a sandwich.
Tuna steaks are really good. But again, like I didn't know like that was like how to cook them. So like before when I cooked, I always cooked them like too long and stuff like that. So I looked it up on like how to cook a tuna steak, and yeah, you want to sear both sides really quickly, and then just eat it like that. Well, I would recommend Wrath if you do have a chance at some point. Like, if it's presented to you, don't just be like, you know, oh, I don't like tuna, so I'm not going to try a tuna steak. Like, they taste completely different. Tuna fish and a tuna steak taste different. I feel really bad for you, Emily. Do you have like a contraband on food where you live or something? Only sandwiches you've ever eaten were turkey, ham, and grilled cheese. So like, no BLTs, no salami,
We need to save
no
Emily.
roast beef,
We need to save Emily.
no subs, no Subway.
BLTs. How could you live without BLTs?
Luke said breakfast sandwiches,
Bread sandwich.
sausage, egg, and cheese, bro. Like, that's where it's at.
It's the ultimate combination. Also, the breakfast food I'm most allergic to because it has both cheese and
I
egg.
mean, a lot of the other stuff I can kind of understand. Yeah, I see you. And why are you
He
sitting-
wants food because I just had the crackers. He
Oh.
was like,
Yeah, no. No food. You shouldn't have done that.
he's just there now.
That cat.
He's in
Bacon, lettuce, and Tommy. Tommy's lunches. So, you have varieties of different kinds of potatoes and cheese waffles, along with grilled cheese sandwiches.
cheese waffle sandwich.
Why do you live in like such a bland food area? Like,
We need to save Emily.
I understand, like, maybe you think like that's like, ah, look at all this variety. I can have mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, or French fries.
I like French fries.
I mean, I love French fries, but I feel you need to be rescued. Somebody must rescue Emily and get this woman a pizza. Like
Does she have
a chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Yes.
Like something with like cheese waffles sound amazing though. I will say that.
They sound very American.
Huh. I mean, depending on the kind of cheese, that sounds like it would be good. I'm a sharp cheddar fan myself.
I'm a big mozzarella man.
Or provolone. Love me some.
Mozzarella man.
Love me some provolone.
That sounds like an off-brand superhero. Mozzarella man.
I think I'd like to try this bacon cheese waffle sandwich.
Yes.
2 waffles, and then you put the cheese in between and let it sit and melt. And you can use like bacon bits and shit too, she says. Sounds good. Let him
Getting
go.
mad at me for existing.
Go on. Well, Somber does live in Indiana and not Wisconsin, so I mean, I bet you Somber's really into corn.
Buy some corn. Or we will sacrifice your newborn. I was gonna do the entire thing, but then I was like, it's too long. Just get to the bit.
We'll just get right to it, man.
Just get to the corn.
Well, just get to the, taking the newborn.
Buy some corn. We will sacrifice your newborn.
Sacrificing babies. Let's just jump right to the sacrificing of children. No
As
point
you
in
should.
beating around the bush, you know.
Oberon, King of the
Can I have
Fairies?
the
No.
cigarettes in?
I'm serving the corn gods.
You know what's funny? Is in her name. Oberon was
Cheese is great. I'm a big fan of cheese. I was watching Men in Black with my wife the other day,
Leviathan?
and what's his face? Kay ordered a slice of pie with a hunk of cheddar, and that honestly sounds really good.
It's a very,
Apple pie with cheddar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
very
that's a thing.
new
I know that,
flavor.
and I've never tried it like that before, but I'd like to try that. That sounds delicious.
Cheesy.
It's a very New Englander way.
So I think that might be happening at some point.
Oh, we'd be getting some pie today.
I don't
They
think
have
blueberry
cheese.
pie would taste good with cheese.
No, it would have to be an apple pie. Slice of apple pie.
I
And
thought
some
you
cheddar
were like
cheese.
almost a taco pie.
Same thing, really. I would try a taco pie.
I
I
have
will
apple pie.
That exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That exists.
Yes.
And it hasn't entered my face.
Like
Like I've heard of taco casserole, but taco.
She can't even say it. It's
That's-
taco.
That's what
It's
they
taco
say.
pie.
No, literally, that's what they say in like England and stuff. They say taco because there's not actually
I'm
tacos
living-
over there, which is
Taco pie, man.
Anyway, but yeah, that exists.
It may have come from Illinois, but I've driven through other states, and some of them, such as Sombers, are nothing but corn. I'm convinced, like, he's like one of two residences,
Or we will
or one of two residents that live there. That's it. Somber must own half of his state.
get corn.
Corn God. He who walks behind the rose. Ah, I love that movie. Second one was good too, and the remake wasn't bad. The rest of them kind of got silly, but I watched them anyway. I like the third one, Corn in the City, and the guy's like growing it in like this back alley.
Drug corn.
The drug corn.
Drug corn. We're getting corn tonight.
Don't remind me that there's people who actually pronounce it that way.
No, literally.
Shiloh.
They like because they don't have tacos over there, in, like the UK and
So they
stuff.
call them tacos.
So they don't know how to pronounce it, I think, or something along the lines of that. So they say taco.
Taco?
Taco.
A taco pie?
Taco.
I'm gonna go out
And
for
that's
some
just
tacos.
how you know they've never tried any tacos because they pronounce it as
Children of the Corn remake? Yeah, it's actually really good. I was surprised, and I'm not going to give nothing away, but it has a different ending than the original did. So it still makes it like, it's not like, oh, I'm going to watch this and I know what's going to happen because we already watched the first one, so that's like kind of boring. Like, no, it's a remake, but it has a different ending, so I won't give it away, but it's definitely like worth a watch. It's really good. Came out a few years ago, actually. We started watching it like every October, like for past few years. Yeah, I like the original Children of the Corn. I like the remake, and I liked part 2, Children of the Corn 2. I thought that was a really good movie. But 3 with urbanized corn,
It was kind of corny.
and 4
Sorry.
Children of the Corn 666. That was corny.
That was corny.
But yeah, no, they're good movies. They're definitely like all of them worth a watch. But I really like the remake. Remake was really good. Probably like that would be my second favorite one. I like the remake better than the second one, but it's not quite as good as the first one. At least to me, for me. But it's a really good movie.
Why are you sitting in the pot?
Exactly. He wants you to, Malachi. Oh, Children of the Corn, the first one. Such a great film.
Spaghetti.
No problem, Fuzzy. Enjoy the cleaning, man, for sure.
Do you know that
I'm
there's
actually going to be getting going in like 10 minutes myself.
there's a corn like escape room?
I don't know how recent it was, Emily. I mean, it could be like 10 years old by now, but yeah. There was definitely a remake. I'll just look it up.
There's a corn escape room. Like, that exists. So, like, just so you know, people, escape the corn. The corn gods shall frown down upon thee. 2009.
And apparently there's another one now in 2020.
This is ridiculous.
Children of the Corn, 2020 film, but yeah, the one I'm speaking of is 2009. So, like,
Corn.
yeah, it's not recent. I guess it's old. It's, you know, like 15 years old or something like that. But you gotta remember, I've been watching horror movies for like 35 years. So, like, to me, that's recent.
He's trying to bargain with you guys to tell him that he's not old, despite him being old.
No, I know I'm old in years. I'm not old in mentality, and I also look younger than I am. So
Says
I'm
with all gray
happy
hair.
with it. You're the
Goatee.
reason for the gray hair.
The pedo stash.
This is because of you. This is because of you. The gray in my pedo stash is from Sabrina.
Pedo
You don't have a
stash.
pedo stash if you have a goatee to go with it. The pedo stash is
The
a
goatee just
goateeless.
makes it worse.
No, a pedo stash is a goateeless stash.
Yep.
It's just the mustache. You can't have a pedo stash if you have a goatee to go along with it.
Ace Ventura
Pedo stash.
wore one in the first movie when he was in the first scene.
My daughter, everybody. Jesus.
He's got a pedo stash, everyone.
Corn. He who stalks the fields, he who bears many kernels and hears all with his infinite ears. Stop. The true king in yellow, the god of gold harvest, Corn Thulu.
Oh God.
Yes.
I love it. He who bears many kernels and hears all with infinite ears. Get it? Because ears of corn. I love it. That's great.
That's amazing.
And then Luke writes, it looks like a good place for a Dollar General. Some Eldritch god somewhere, probably.
I mean, yeah.
That was funny. Because Dollar Generals are everywhere. Exactly, right? Dollar Generals are just, like, in the weirdest places. Like, you could hit a Last Chance gas station, which, by the way, never, ever stop at a place that says Last Chance gas.
You'll die.
But before you get to the next place, you'll probably see 3 Dollar Generals.
They all gotta work
Well,
somewhere.
seriously, in every horror movie I've ever seen that has a Last Chance gas station, like, it's always, they should not have stopped there.
Human
I see a
stuff.
Last Chance gas station, and they do exist. I've
Yep.
driven around the country, and I've seen them. Last Chance gas for the next 75 miles or whatever. And I've always read that as last chance to stop and turn the fuck around and go home. Gas station.
Gas station.
That is actually epically sad.
Epically sad.
They recently turned the last family video out by Somber into a Dollar General. So a video rental store.
Oh God, that's terrible.
I miss those so much, dude. Like, I really wish there was a video rental store around here. You could go and still rent movies and games and shit.
They are out of business now.
I know.
Everybody are.
It's because Netflix. It's because Netflix, like, killed it. They killed the video store.
By being
But Netflix has, like, gotten so ridiculous nowadays. Like, I honestly think that, like, the video store could make a comeback. Like,
just so they can make money.
I still think because people still have to subscribe to like 18 different streaming services to like get the different movies they want, and it's still like the same amount as a cable bill. I think that now things have progressed to the point where digital streaming has shown its strengths and its weaknesses, that there is still room for a video rental store. I mean, honestly, how many of you out there right now would actually go to a video store to rent a movie if it was like a few minutes from where you lived, if it was a viable option?
But like people.
Would you still go to a video store to rent movies if it was available? Or would you say, I can just watch it on Netflix when it comes to Netflix?
That's the point of the experience in going to a video store, even if you have a streaming
Redbox isn't. I would love to go to a video store. I would still go into a video store, and I've never stopped at a Redbox, ever. I won't stop because it completely destroys the whole experience. Great, I can get my movie out of the Redbox, but I can't get my Raisinets out of there. Damn it! And I need my Raisinets.
The smell of the video store.
I mean, that's what got me into horror in the first place. Like, I mean, it wasn't like, I was into horror before that, but man, it was great going to the video store and looking at the covers and the titles to all those different movies and like picking out something that looked cool and like the back sounded cool, and I don't know, I miss that.
The whole experience, the smell of the store.
See, I wouldn't cancel my Netflix subscription. I wouldn't do that either. But I would still go to a video store.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably do it weekly. Especially me and my wife and stuff, like date night, like that would be perfect. Go to a video store once a week. We'll each pick out a movie. They didn't usually cost all that much. No, we still do too. We'll go to a theater every once in a while, but we literally have a drive-in about 4 minutes down the road. So most of the time when we go to the movies now, we're just going to the drive-in. So I don't really know if that counts. I don't really know if that counts as going to the movies, like to the movie theaters. But I honestly like drive-ins a lot better than going to the theater. I can roll up my windows. I can, the movie sound comes in through the car stereo, so I have complete and total control over the volume. I can smoke if I want to. I can bring a cooler full of beer if I want to. I never do, because drinking and driving is not something that I do. But it is, again, it's just, the whole drive-in experience is just way more fun than a movie theater. And they usually show 2 movies. Usually you pay for one, and you end up getting 2 movies. It's a double feature. So, yeah, I love going to the drive-in. Drive-ins are great.
I'm sorry, you just heard me, Bill. I didn't want.
So, but yeah, I think I've done enough babbling for today. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream here in like 2 or 3 minutes. So if you do have anything you do want to punch in, by all means, please go ahead and do so. Yeah, that's sad. There aren't, like where I grew up in Pennsylvania, there's no drive-ins anywhere. And it's in the middle of freaking God's country nowhere. You'd figure that somebody would put a drive-in in a field somewhere. But no. But around here where I live, there's one 4 minutes up the road. Then there's one about 15 minutes south. Actually, they have 4 screens, so they show 8 movies per night.
And Halloween they do something.
Yeah, around Halloween they do some cool stuff. I actually love hitting up that place in September and October. And then there's another one like a half an hour away in Malta. So, there's drive-ins all over the place around here. And we're just lucky enough to have one down the road. But the one 15 minutes away, it's cool as hell. In September, they'll usually do, a zombie night where on one of the screens, they don't just show one movie. They'll show, 4. You have to get there early, and it's, all night long. And they don't do it all weekend. It's just, one night. They do it, on a Saturday. And they'll show, Night of the Living Dead and Return of the Living Dead. The old, 80s zombie flicks and shit. And then in October, they do a creature feature night where they showed the old creature feature movies. Again, 4 of them in a row, and it lasts all night long. And okay, they did that 2 weekends in a row, but
He did the newer
it's
ones on the
fun.
first weekend, and then the creature features on the second weekend.
It's a good time. So I do like hitting up the drive-in down
They also
down the road.
have like really good concessions.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
a snack bar.
And an arcade.
Yeah.
And they have an
pinball.
arcade.
With a pinball machine.
They have an arcade.
Yeah.
Which makes me really happy because
Small. They don't have a lot of games. They have like 4 games in there, but yeah, they have an arcade.
Sorry.
Bless you, Mo.
It's fun. It is a lot of fun. We get really big into Halloween around here. Every year there's this haunt that we go to. It's got 5 different haunts in
Are
one.
we gonna go to that this year?
Absolutely, we're going to Field of Terrors this year.
I've got
Always.
Field of Terrors, everybody. We're going.
Always. I've even got my costume. It's been hanging up since last year. You supposedly can't go in costume to this place, but apparently they don't have an issue if you show up in a jack-o'-lantern business suit, because apparently that doesn't count as a costume for some reason.
You're not wrong.
So,
You'd also do like a cosplay of a really normal-looking person.
my parents used to movie hop. Not with me, but each other. They'd movie hop a lot. A lot of people used to do that. Nowadays, though, like, things are just all super watched. It's ridiculous. No one lets anyone have any fun anymore. So,
This is 2 years of going to the haunt.
making it a 2-in-1 is always fun. I actually, theater hopping. I think I did it once when I was a kid, and it actually worked. So, yeah, theater hopping is cool.
And illegal,
But,
like,
yeah, illegal, but only slightly. You're only slightly stealing. But anyways, we did reach the hour mark, a little bit over actually. I'm kind of proud of myself for babbling this long.
get back.
Do have to get going. Got to get the
Plus
wife
making these
down to
nice
the farm
bread.
stand because she's been talking about it all morning. And then when I'm done with that, I'll be able to come home and work on getting hopefully the back part of the house energized. So, I really do hope you all have a great day. I want to thank you all for stopping in for today's Blood and Beans and spending part of your Sunday with me. It's always really cool and really an honor. Thank you for stopping by. I want you guys to be safe, and I really hope to see you this coming weekend for Chronicles of Ray Bob, Chapter 3. And beyond that, have a fantastic day.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
And I agree,
Bye.
Luke. Be Halloweeny every day.